University of Texas players and head coach. Actually, coach should be.
He has to sit right here?
Yeah, he does. He's supposed to sit there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, there we go. We are joined by University of Texas head coach Vic Schaefer, and players Rory Harmon, Jordan Lee, and Madison Booker. And coach, and ladies, congratulations on the victory today. Coach, if you'd like to just make a few opening remarks, please.
Okay. Well, first, just proud of our kids, proud of my team, and also want to give credit to Missouri State. I just thought those kids were really tough and resilient. I thought they came back in the second half like I knew they would, like I knew their coach would have them do, and they came back and really competed well. Scored 33 points on us after only having 12 in the first half, and I think that speaks a lot about an individual, a team, a coach, a coaching staff, and so we want to tip our hat to them. And again, I thought they were really tough. I thought we did some really good things today at times, and at times we just weren't very sharp. And it's I played a lot of people, and that's great, but we just weren't real sharp in a lot of areas, and we shot it okay, shot 50%. They shot 69% the second half. Like, that's bad. Good for them, bad for us. So, Book had a double-double, and Rory's now top 10 all-time, I think, in career assists in NCAA history, and it's quite a feat. And so I'm proud of her. Again, as I told her at halftime, it just, to me, when she's out there on the floor, it's just different. Defensively, I think our intensity's different. People around her are different. I think she took 3 charges today. And again, hopefully we can have a couple days to learn from it. I thought Jordan was 8 for 15, shot it pretty well, got to her spots and did some good things, and obviously we shot free throws really well. Out-rebounded them 22, and about the only thing I'm worried about is, the turnovers. We had 11 turnovers, and we don't need to be having 11 turnovers. But I thought those kids, for them, played really well. We only forced 19 turnovers, and believe me, we tried to force more than that, but we didn't play very good on that end. And so we'll hopefully have a good day tomorrow and come back ready to go on Sunday.
Thanks a lot, Coach. We'll now direct our questions directly to the student athletes, and we'll start in the front row. Just your name and affiliation, please.
Hey, Sam Ferris with Fansided. Maddie, it looked like you came up a little hobbled in the fourth quarter. Can you talk about what you're feeling or what happened then?
What happened in the fourth quarter? Oh, I don't know. Probably just a little step wrong a little bit, but I don't know. I'm cool. Appreciate it. Thanks for asking.
This question is for all 3 of the players.
Please identify yourself first, sir.
I'm sorry. Terry Middleton with Horns Illustrated. All 3 of you had an unbelievable game today. Your defense was off the chart. But I wanted to ask you about a very special moment at the end. When Sarah went into the game, she took her opportunity to the next level, and when she scored, what was going through your mind and your heart just to see her get that shot in?
She pours so much into us every day. And, I mean, I've been here with Sarah for quite some time, and so, I truly feel that from the bottom of my heart, how excited I get and our teammates get for her, because she's always just giving and never expects anything. She's a great leader. She's a great culture kid. She does so much for us, and so when she goes out there and she has a great attitude every time she gets in the game, and she does something like that. We see it in practice, and not a lot of people see that, but that turnaround fade in the paint that she had is a great shot to have.
Yeah, echoing what Rory said, we're super excited for her. She's a great friend to all of us and a great teammate as well. So anytime she gets her opportunity, we light up, I think, more than she does.
Yeah, I think, when we score in the game, she's always first one off the bench and everything. We kind of wanted to give that back to her when she scored, and we felt like when the ball was going like going through the hoop. And we wanted her to see how much we appreciate her on the bench, and we'll just like give her back energy. But yeah, we love Sarah to death over here.
Zoe Collins-Rath, also an American Statesman. For the three of yous, consistency has sort of been an issue off and on at some points this season, and you guys haven't played in 2 weeks. And Rory's throw out of bounds assist sort of jump-started the defense for y'all in the second quarter. How do y'all sort of get that energy to come back when you haven't played another team in about 2 weeks?
I think you have a different kind of mindset. At the same time, it's March, and there's a huge emphasis on every single game. But at the same time, like you're saying, we're kind of dusting off some rust and that we haven't played 2 weeks ago. But when we last took the floor, we had amazing momentum, and so we're really focused on doing the things we can to keep that forward for these last 5.
Yeah, just to piggyback on what Jordan said, I think it's all about a mentality you have to have as a team. And I think that it's just having that mindset of we're not done yet. Like, yeah, we did good those last 2 weeks, but, we still have a season in front of us, still have more games, still great teams ahead. But also, like, we can't get to Game 6 without playing Game 2 now. So, like, we just got to keep that mindset of whoever's in front of us, like, we got to go out there and kill.
Tyler Fertel, the Daily Texan. Jordan, obviously you led the scoring for your team today, and none of the points came from behind 3. They were all in the paint. They were all downhill. Aggressive driving performance. Kind of how's that development for you been as a downhill scorer, and where do you continue to use that?
I think one of the things that makes Texas so special is just the involvement with our assistant coaches. And so for me, my road dog per se has been, Coach Sid, and she's been very persistent with me in the gym daily. And you see that development, like you mentioned, in a variety of different ways of scoring.
Let's go back to the front row for our next question, please.
I'm sorry, I thought there was another question over here. Do I still need
No.
to redo my name?
No, yeah, just go ahead.
Okay. Zoe Collins-Rath, also American Statesman. Madison, you were wearing some KD 19s today. How does it feel to officially show off and be part of KD's brand with your recent NIL deal?
I don't know. I really can't put into words, but it still feels so real just to kind of wear my favorite player's shoes. But yeah, I mean, they feel great. But no, honestly, still it's a real moment. I still can't believe that happened. But yeah, I'm just happy to represent the brand now.
Can I get some?
No. Yes.
Sam Ferris with Fansided. Y'all won by 42 points, and your coach basically just said y'all had an all right game. Rory, what can you personally do as a leader on both ends of the court to make sure your team does better than all right?
Yeah, I agree with him. I think it starts in practice. We have to have more intensity, and what one of you guys said about our consistency. So that does start with some leadership and holding people accountable. But like Jordan was saying earlier, we're just knocking off some rust. I'm sure we'll regroup and come back, but it starts in practice tomorrow. But I do expect us to play a lot better.
Back row, please.
Terry Middleton, Horns Illustrated. Jordan, this is for you. It seemed like every time you got the ball, especially at half court, you were looking for a lane and you took it without hesitation. It's like you had a path. As you're coming up the court, tell us what you're thinking about and what you see to be so confident to take that aggressive lane.
I think it's just preparation and practice. We make a lot of the same reads against our practice guys every single day. And one of the best parts about playing a team that's so deep is everything's a little bit more wide open, and there's not as many people in the paint this year. So it's just taking the opportunity when it comes.
A reminder, we have a few more minutes for questions for the student athletes if we have any more. I'm looking on Zoom, and if anybody on Zoom would like to ask a question, here's the time to use the raise hand function. Are there any other questions here in Austin for our 3 student athletes? Seeing none, ladies, thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow, and congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
A reminder that the Texas locker room will be open to the media until 5:55. 5:55. Thank you. All right, Coach, the questions for Coach. We'll start with Chip Brown in the front. Just identify your affiliation as well, please.
Chip Brown, Horns 24/7. Vic, when you say you're coaching against ghosts, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, it's a pretty broad kind of statement. I'm worried about what somebody might do. maybe, something that we maybe haven't seen on film, but they might do to us. Always worried about something new and different that maybe we're just not prepared for or we haven't seen in a while. And then I've got ghosts on this team sometimes that, I'm befuddled right now with my third quarter. We played so well that first half, and it's not the first time it's happened. And but, mostly when I say the ghost piece, I'm always worried about what somebody might do that maybe I haven't put our kids through in a while. And so I'm always trying to be prepared for that.
Sophia Sandoval, the Daily Texan. Specifically did you see in that third quarter defensively from your team?
Cynthia, I just didn't think we were locked in. I didn't think we played very hard. We let them catch wherever they wanted to. We didn't do a very good job denying. We didn't have great ball pressure. We had a lot of issues, really, to be honest with you, and quite different. They scored 12 points the first half, and then 22 in the third quarter. That's a big difference. So you're not, and a lot of that has to do, in my mind, with playing hard. Like it's not like they just came out and started running something different.
Go ahead, Terry.
Coach Terry Middleton, Horns Illustrated. So your defense was stifling. I mean, the full court press. I mean, they didn't give up hardly anything. What's your take on how they played defensively tonight? I realize the third quarter is a little different, but they were just insane.
Yeah, I thought our first half was good. Disappointed in the third quarter for sure. 69% is not good, Terry. That's what they shot in the third quarter. Our field goal percentage defense for the night was 28, which is great, and we chased them off the line. So they made 20% out there. But, it's hard for me to get past the third quarter. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter what we did the first two quarters. It's hard for me to see that when I can't get past that third quarter.
Tyler Fertel, the Daily Texan. Coach, you guys played a lot through your bigs today with that size advantage. You guys had low 50 paint points. How'd you kind of judge the performance of your big men, in particular Brea, Kyla, and Justice, taking into account or taking out of account the foul trouble?
Yeah, again, Kyla and Brea have got to be smarter on their fouls. Kyla was 5 for 9. Brea was 3 for 3. So you're 8 for 12 at the 5, which is great. Justice struggled a little bit making layups, and it bothered her. And I told her, I go, hey, it's fine. Like, I get it. It bothers me too, but you can't let it consume you. And she'll be fine. Like, Justice will be fine. She'll be locked in and ready to go on Sunday. I don't have any doubt. But, she had 4 rebounds, and she had an assist. She didn't turn the ball over. She had 2 steals. So, I thought Taya played good today, and did some really good things. So, again, our 5 position has been our two-headed monster most of the year. We got to stop with the silly fouls. You get 5. Man, earn them. That's what I tell them. Like, if you're going to foul somebody, go on and get them. Don't foul somebody 20 feet from the rim. Like, that's ridiculous.
Peyton Blaylock, Longhorns on SI. Coach, you talk about how Justice can kind of sneak up on people. You said the other day that she can kind of score 10 points on you sometimes before you even know what's happening. How do you make sure you keep a player like that involved on the scoring effort throughout all 4 quarters with those fast starts?
Yeah, Peyton, we went to her early, and again, she just missed some bunnies, but she got 7 shots. It's pretty good, and I think they were all pretty good. So always going to, to me, she's a mismatch for a lot of people, and she's been so good for us on a lot of nights. So we'll always keep her involved. We'll always run some good stuff for her and put her in a position to be successful.
A reminder before we go back to questions here in Austin, if you are joining us on Zoom, thank you. And if you have a question that you'd like to ask Coach Schaefer or the Missouri State following, please use the raised hand function, and we'll call on you when we see that raised hand function. Thank you. Let's go back to Austin now.
Trinity from TSTV Sports. Brianna has showed a new level of confidence of playmaking in this game. So how has that shown throughout practice or just her leadership for the team in general?
Yeah, Trinity, she's been practicing well and played really well tonight. 4 assists, no turnovers, was 4 for 5 from the field, 2 for 2 at the line. Yeah, she played really well. And just trying to, again, she'll tell you if she was here, get in the press a little quicker. And then, she had some switches tonight, and then we didn't get to where we were going to deny. She needs to, but Bree played great tonight, and really she's been practicing really well. And so really pleased with her, and I have a lot of confidence in Brianna Preston.
Zoe Collins-Rath, Austin American Statesman. Vic, you said earlier that you had a lot of players check into the game. Why is it important to have as many of your players on the court for this game when, play minutes could get a little bit tighter as the season goes on?
Well, again, you want to. I don't ever just sub to sub. Typically I make substitutions for a reason, and the ones I made tonight were for a reason too. And you need to get these kids in this environment. What a great crowd today! 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday. A lot of people missing work, I hope, and not getting in trouble. But 7,900 people, great atmosphere for both teams. And I want our kids, our kids are, all of them are going to be in that moment, potentially down the line. So I want them to be comfortable in that moment. And, we've had so many of these types of games throughout the course of the season. So it's nothing unusual for them as far as the environment goes. We just need to play better. We need to shoot it better.
Coach, can you talk us through how the decision to bring in Sarah? As soon as she stood up, the crowd went bananas, and then she went on the court. It's almost like either you had plays designed for her or she made the opportunities for herself because she was all over the court looking for that ball.
Yeah, Sarah's her and Grace smoked a layup. She had a good look at a layup and missed it. And, Sarah, both those kids worked so hard in practice, and Sarah's probably as comfortable as anybody I got on my team in our offense. She knows how to probably run the 5 position if I put her there. So, just again, it's a way to show, those kids a level of appreciation that we have for them. Her teammates they cared deeply about her because they know she cares deeply about them. And so it's a fun time. It's great that you can play those kids in that moment. And, of course, the crowd, the crowd's pretty cool too.
Hey, Chip, we have time for 2 more questions. We'll start right here with Chip.
Chip Brown, Horns 24/7. Vic, can you just talk about Oregon, what you expect to see from them, and Amina Muhammad, I guess a little reunion there. Your thoughts?
Yeah, obviously very happy for Amina and glad she's found a home in Oregon and is doing so well. And, I've gone against Oregon before several times in my career at Mississippi State. And so I know they'll be well coached and prepared. And, obviously Visu's a tremendous point guard. And we'll have to have a really good plan for her. But I think they've got other players around her, too. You can't come off those kids on the perimeter. They can all make shots. Etude is really special. And we'll have our hands full down there with her and Amina as well. So, they're a well-coached team. They come from a really good league. And, we'll have to play well. We'll have to play better than we played today, I feel like. And, we'll have to we'll have to really have a good plan, which I'm sure we will. I've had coaches on both Virginia Tech and Oregon for a while, and obviously we're all in on Oregon now. So,
All right, our final question in the back row there.
Trinity for TSTV Sports. You talked about the amount of turnovers you guys had. How do you plan to lower that, especially going against Oregon?
Yeah, Trinity, I think it was just our lackadaisicalness with the ball more than anything. I think we have to have a different level of focus than what we had today in a lot of areas, and certainly ball security is one of them. And I don't worry about it too much. I didn't think we were just reckless with the ball today, but 11 turnovers against Missouri State's probably a few more than I was thinking that we would have. It's frustrating for me as a coach because we have so many good shooters, so many great scorers, and when you're giving the other team the ball, you're just taking away opportunities to score the ball. And so we'll be better, and we'll have a little better focus hopefully on Sunday. Do we know what time we play?
Not yet.
We don't play, or we don't have a time? I thought we won.
We don't know the time. That'll come late tonight after all the games are done.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate y'all being here today and your coverage of our great game. It was a great day, and it's for a guy that's been in a long time to be in this room with so many people that care deeply about our game. I greatly appreciate you being here and all that you do and your coverage for our kids. So thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right. Praise
Yes,
the Lord
Coach.
and hook 'em horns.
Thanks so much, Coach. See you tomorrow. Thank you.